everyone, welcome to a new video for link price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and starting here on the weekly chart where we are looking at an impulse in the Y scenario where we see 1 and then 2 as an expanding flat, of course, and finishing a wave 3, 4 and a 5 for a potential wave 1 finished or a potential wave A in the orange scenario. After that, we are looking, of course, for a correction WXY, where your wave Y has reached, of course, a longer time in 3 waves. And we are looking, of course, for a very extended wave Y in time rather than price. And after this wave, long wave Y, we are looking again for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, an impulse towards the upside, finishing a wave 1 in the orange scenario. And that means, of course, we have finished the first leg of your wave C. Because your wave C as an A, B, and a C should be 5 waves toward the upside, you should see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive wave towards, of course, higher prices. And here we go, we have finished in orange scenario our wave 1 and 2, when we are looking for our wave 3 in the orange scenario to finish, of course, this wave C. Now, probably that we finish this wave C in the 1.618 fib level or the 1-to-1 fib level, taken, of course, from the start of this A and then to the end of the A and the base point of the Y here for your wave B, giving us, of course, a 1-to-1 fib level at a $57 for link, which is already, as a linear fib level, is already a very nice price for link, which is still now as a $17, where we are looking for additional $40 for link, which it can be 4 times the price that links is at right now. Now, if we give, of course, the logarithmic fib levels here, which are, of course, it can be much higher to 2000 here as a logarithmic chart, and which it can be possible based on the percentage of the logarithm that a link is having here. We might have a wave C around the $2,073. However, I prefer for now to stay, of course, on the linear fib levels until we break it and we move higher. Therefore, I would take, of course, a logarithmic chart for link or a logarithmic fib. So if we take a little closer look on the daily chart inside this area, we can see, of course, the healthiness of this impulse. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perfect finished impulse as a wave 1. Then we have a perfect ABC for a wave 2. Now here we have started kind of a diagonal, which it was a little bit tricky in this area where we saw kind of like a weakness signal, but actually it was not really weak. It has a range a little bit much higher later on and took this wave 5 with a shorter than your wave 3, of course, because we know anyway in a contracting diagonal your wave 5 should be less or not longer than your wave 3. And it can even finish, of course, lower than your wave 3. This is very normal for a contracting diagonal, where we saw, of course, after that an A, B, and a C as an expanding flat again for your wave 2 here, and then moving towards the upside. Now, if we check, of course, this even much closer on the 1-hour chart, we can see on the 1-hour chart that we have a lot of count here where we have finished our contracting diagonal as mentioned here. And we have finished here our wave 5. This is actually your wave 2 here for your wave 2 for your white scenario. And your wave 2 in the yellow here should be, of course, after this massive wave 1 in the yellow. It is one leg towards the upside where we saw, of course, a 1, 2, and now we are still looking for a wave 3 in the yellow scenario, which is not finished yet. And that because, as I mentioned before, this is very massive for link because we have already a leading diagonal and we are probably finishing as a leading or another leading diagonal, or until now still an impulse, which is even much more explosive, because if we reach, of course, if we interfere with this wave 1, then therefore, of course, we're gonna transfer directly to a contracting diagonal. However, preferably that we don't get, of course, a longer wave 4 than your wave 2 here. So preferably that we stay in that impulse if we want to stay, of course, looking for higher prices. And as you can see in the white scenario here, you have finished a 1, 2 probably, and then another 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4 and a 5 for your wave 5 here. I mean with the white scenario, of course, which is gonna finish your wave 3 in the yellow scenario as well. So basically we are still looking for higher prices, and of course this wave 4 is of course the same. I mean it should be like the replying to this wave 2 here, which is perfect in time right now, and I think we are already moving towards the upside. So if we take already the FIB time here for your wave 2 taken from the start to the end, and we push it of course to the wave 3 here, top almost, you can see we have already bottomed exactly around the 1-to-1 FIB level, FIB time for your wave 2, and this wave 4 might have already bottomed here as an A, B, and a C as a zigzag, and then moving towards the upside. As you can see here, it looks like kind of on the 15-minute chart, kind of like an impulsive wave. Of course, we still need one more high to confirm this, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, your 4 did not interfere with your wave 1, therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we still need one more high and then continuation towards the upside. So very nice for Link. As I mentioned the last week, this is gonna be very, very massive for Link, and it is still doing the same scenario. We are looking, of course, around $20. We would like to reach the $20 for Link. That would be nice to see, and it will be psychologically very, very nice to move forward and to move for higher prices. Don't forget, with this count, we're gonna finish only a wave 3 in the yellow. You have 4, 5 to finish your orange scenario wave 1. So all of that is gonna be a wave 1, and then 2, and then continuation massively and explosively towards the upside to finish your wave 3 in the white scenario. And I mean here with the white scenario, your starting diagonal that we saw here. And I told you that this diagonal was a little bit tricky, but it was very, very bullish right now. And we are looking, of course, to finish this as an impulse towards the upside as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing a wave 3 for the white scenario, and then one more again for and a 5, of course, for higher prices. And that will bring us very, very high for Links. So let's watch and see what's gonna happen with Links. That was the update for it. And of course, I forgot to show you the KGT link signal. Here we go. As you can see, definitely we have a buy signal already given for Link, and even already given from there. So we got the buying signal starting from this zone, where we start to see a move towards the upside. Of course, we saw some pressure with the selling, but again, suddenly the buy signal has appeared in this area, and here we go, booming and continuing towards the upside. Now, of course, we are still in the buying phase until we get a sell signal. So far, we see an impulse, as you said, towards the upside here as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly continuation. We still need to see higher prices, unless if we get, of course, a sell signal. So this is kind of like confirmation of our bullish scenario for Link and continuation towards the upside. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.